What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to speak some interesting topic about my Dominar. So there is nothing but most of them who follow me on Instagram knows that I got Zedling Suspensions, the custom made suspension for my Dominar, the front and back. So this regarding that topic. So let's move on to video. So, yes, as you know, I don't know whether you can feel the difference of the bike from the front angle which you are viewing. Which is much lifted and bulky. So, regarding that, lifting the headlight and stuffs, we'll still discuss on the next video. So, in this video, we'll see only about the suspension, front and back suspension, and how it is performing. It's been like nearly 2 months, almost going to be 2 months I'm using. So I was waiting for this period of time in multiple terrain. I am driving in multiple terrain to know uh, how it perform and what feedback I am getting from it. I'm learning this so that when I'm making a video, it will be much helpful to explain. So it took this much of time. Yeah. So I think this is the right time. After 2 months of usage, is the right time to discuss about this. So let's move on to one by one. So this are the one of the best suspension which I can get for Dominar. So, like before jumping to the settling suspension, I have multiple thought in my mind for the back suspension. Like I was thinking of RCB, etc., many brands. So I was thinking to swap the Duke adjustable suspension and ADV 390's front and back adjustable suspension, and I was undergoing through the multiple options which I have. And later on, I stick that no need anything. Let the bike be in this what it is made. It is a tourer, and let it be in that criteria itself. I don't want to lift it the much, making it some other like adventure bike or something. But if I get a bit of ground clearance or something which I can adjust here there little bit and make it much comfortable for my ride, then yes, that will be a good bike. So then later on, I thought I will stick to this Zedling suspension. So first I will explain why did I not choose ADV 390's front and back suspension for Dominar, because the front suspension has a much more lift for the ADV 390, which will uh, fit perfectly on the front, but in back my exhaust in latest generation Dominar, the exhaust vent pipe is in this shape. So what this will cause is the signal will be hitting on the exhaust pipe. So I tried it. So I thought, okay, that is not an option. Then obviously the Dukes are adjustable suspension. Maybe Dukes are much lighter bikes. I don't know how this heavier bike will hold the suspension. And after purchasing it for 6 to 7K, so if it's not working well, then again it's a waste of money. I have to again sell it back and see some other option. So I didn't take any risk based on both hands. So I went with Zedling suspension. Now let move on to process. How the Zedling suspension, how it is working, and what is my feedback. So I just contacted the Zedling team, and how they are making it is, this is a custom tailor stitched suspension which is made for the rider and pillion for your weight and your criteria. It is made in that way. So when you contact them for inquiry, they used to ask your weight, your pillion weight, and how much kgs of luggage do you carry. So if you have made any modification on your tires, this inputs, then how much percentage of on road, how much percentage of off road. So most of the things inputs they used to get, and they used to make a custom suspension for the front and back, and this process almost take 2 to 3 weeks. For me, it took around 3 weeks to get it. Okay, so that's how the process work, and this is the sorry, don't mess. My bike is completely messy after today's ride, so it is completely dirty. Don't mind that. So this is the back suspension from Zedling. Hope you can see, and back suspension is completely a new unit This is priced as almost 17K for the back unit alone, and for the front suspension, only the inside part of the suspension is changed. If you, I had uploaded a shorts regarding that, changing the front and back suspension. So if you check on that, or I will attach in the iCard. So only the inside unit of the front suspension has been changed, and yes, there is some half a inch of lift to the front suspension. That is how the setup is now. The back suspension is preload adjustable, so I have made it much more softer, so you can see how softer it is. Like, let me show you that. You can see, right, how much softer it is. So it isn't that much softer, but still it doesn't hit, this place doesn't hit on top or anything. Everything is very fine. And about the front suspension, still it is, let me show. Yeah, even the front suspension is also very softer, and the stock suspension of Dominar need much effort to push it to the front, but this is very softer, and really it's hardly so, it soaks every bumps, every small speed breaker, nothing. Bike feels absolutely perfect and much better than the stock Dominar. Like, I should definitely say that when the back, like, to know the change, first I have swapped only the back suspension for first 2 weeks. So I was definitely able to feel in the front I can know the jerk, and the back is completely smooth. This is one of first impression when I am jumping through the speed breakers or the broken road, whatever it is. Okay, then after 2 weeks I swapped the front suspension, and after that, whoa, that that feel was completely different. The feedback the front suspension gives is much very much different. That uh, it is like butter smooth in all terrains. I should definitely say that. So this is what is my feedback, and this is a must-go suspension for Dominar, and the Zedling has done a great job regarding the word suspension. And yes, they provide lifetime servicing and stuff, and manufacturing warranty that you can check on their website. I'm not going in much on that. So this common information you can check on their website. So this is how the suspension work. And let me say a story that why did I choose even Dominar is a good tourer, the good touring suspension. So what is the difficulty I felt on my bike, and why did I choose to change the suspension? So this, everybody have a story behind it without any what impact or something. Definitely because this is like a 3+ years old bike, so after 3 years I am taking a decision of changing the suspension of the bike. Then yeah, definitely there must be a story behind it. Okay, let me say the story first. First story is, most of the time I used to have pillion on my bike. Okay, so when the pillion comes, the front suspension, what I used to feel is like when I'm climbing the speed breaker, the front suspension used to be very hard. That impact I can take, mostly it affect on my shoulders. So that is one thing. That is only one this feedback I had from my stock front suspension, and in my back suspension there are multiple. What is the problem is, like, in small speed breakers, the pillion used to get lot of hit by this portion used to hit the pillion back, and they are most of, because the rider doesn't feel anything and the pillion is getting most of the hurt. This is the one thing. And second thing, when I'm riding solo or off-road, the rebound, sometimes when we are jumping a speed breaker or anything, the rebound from the back suspension is very bad. That if the rebound if you're unlucky, the rebound will throw you out of the bike. And once it happened to me, and that is the point where I decided that okay, I should definitely move out from the stock suspension and get something which will soak everything and keep me comfortable. And yes, so I thought the Zedling will be the right choice, and I moved to Zedling suspension. Now it's been 2 months and everything is all on good. A bike is a perfect tourer, and not a, I won't say that this is a tourer bike. Still, I used to do some off-roading and stuff. Still, it is an amateur off-roader, can mention in that way. In that way, the bike does everything. And after the front suspension got lifted, same 1.5 inch of ground clearance is improved. So so much of improvement, so much of comfort, which this bike doesn't even feels like a normal Dominar, and I can feel the comfort in each time when I am moving in the bike. In that way, I am very much impressed with the bike. So yeah, and that's it about the suspension. So if you have any doubt or anything regarding the suspension, please do DM me so I can clear it to you. So that's all for the video. So see you in another video. And as I said about this satellite lift and these stuffs, we'll be discussing in the next video. So until then, bye bye.